What's up everybody? Today I have another tip video for you guys, and sorry I haven't uploaded one in a while. I've been a bit lazy and busy, but probably more lazy. Today I got to type in some commands here, sorry. I came unprepared today. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the importance of like passive holding, you know, keeping track of Ubers and the leapfrogging concept, I guess, and just the importance of getting your medic out alive in some holds. Just different ways of holding based upon who has Uber advantage, basically. I talked about this a little bit in my earlier video, but I don't know, I'm just going to talk about it a little more in detail here. I actually just recorded this video, but I was not recording my screen, so I had about 20 minutes of audio. So that was unfortunate. I am confirming that I am indeed recording audio and video, so I think we are good to go. But for example, what I'm going to be talking about is, let's say our team, red, is holding our second point, blue is holding mid. Both teams have Uber have 100% Uber. Ubers are even right now. You know, typically your medic might stand here. You might have your pocket or your demo right around where I am, spamming choke. You might have your roamer and IT standing right here, kind of just watching, with the scout right here helping him, ready to follow up on anything, and a scout here watching high ground, basically, for any bombing soldiers. So that's a standard hold with even Ubers, right? But let's say the enemy team has 100% Uber and you only have 20% Uber. So the enemy team has Uber advantage. What they're going to do, obviously, is just come into you with Uber. So that's why you need to hold passively, passive holds. And for the rest of this, I'm going to be kind of giving examples and talking about leapfrogging, and I'll go into what leapfrogging is later. But because you know that the blue team is going to come Ubering into your second, what you need to do is have your medic stand back here. This is an example of a passive hold. He's ready to get out. You might have your demo right here or whatever, watching traps. You might have your pocket up here, contributing to spam, and also can jump to get out pretty quickly here. I don't know why I have the original equipped, but I do. You might have your roamer up here, or even right here, ready to get the Uber out. It is important that you have at least like a roamer and a scout ready to get that Uber out. From this position, you know, he can just do a choke bomb and try and get that medic forced. So, and a scout ready to follow up on his damage. It is very important that you get the Uber out and don't just give them this point for free, because if you get their Uber out, you're holding last and they're holding second, but the difference is, instead of having even Ubers and you being on your last, you will then have the Uber advantage and you can then push them out of second. That is the leapfrogging concept, where teams will just trade points back and forth, and the Uber advantages will be, you know, just switching back and forth, and whichever team makes the biggest mistake is probably going to lose that contest. So that's why it's important to only lose like 1 or 2 players in a passive hold, because if you lose 3, that's definitely enough picks to just push through you anyway. So that's why you only want to sacrifice 1 or 2 players to get their Uber out, but most importantly get your medic out. Okay, so that was an example of a passive hold for this second point. A passive hold example for mid, you know, blue has Uber advantage, we have like 20% for example. What you want to do probably is have your medic stand back here, even just ready to get out through choke. You might have your pocket right here contributing to spam. You'll have your roamer right here watching this and spamming, and you'll maybe have a scout over here ready to follow up on any damage your roamer does. And you know, you want your roamer to be up forward because, you know, once again, you need to get their Uber forced out. So you can just do a jump like that and try and force that medic, and you'll have your scout over here ready to follow up on that damage, ideally. And then the enemy team would take mid and you would be pushed onto your second, except the difference is you now have the Uber advantage because you forced their medic and your medic got out alive. So that is kind of the idea of this video. And I guess I'll go over one more example for this map, and I guess I'll switch maps here just for more examples. You know, let's say our team is holding this second, we are on their second, and the enemy team is holding their last, except they have uber advantage. So what we would want to do is have our medic stand, you know, probably back here ready to get out, have our demo back here just watching traps, maybe have our pocket stand right here ready to, he's watching lobby and everything else, and he can also contribute to spam. You'd probably have your roamer here, he's able to do both, but he's in a forward position ready to get that uber forced out of the enemy team ideally, and you would maybe have a scout here ready to follow up on the damage. So this is going to be a reoccurring theme with every point with all maps. It just depends on, you know, what map you're playing and how things are positioned. But that was, I guess, the last of the process examples. So I'll go to how about CP Metalworks RC7. Okay, so I'll show you guys some Metalworks examples, and I hope what I'm saying is making sense. Sometimes I'm not the best at explaining things, but I think this should be pretty straightforward at this point. Gotta give myself a million heals. Okay, we're good to go. So I'm going to go to our second here. So let's say we are defending our second, right? The enemy team has uber, and they are defending their mid. They're probably going to be standing right around here though, just ready to come in. So they're probably just going to jump in and shoot at your medic, but what you really need to do probably is just have your medic stand either right around here, ready to get through this shutter, or over here if you want, just kind of sitting in here, ready to escape to last. And once again, reoccurring theme, you're going to have probably your roamer at a forward position, looking at everything, ready to be able to jump at their medic to try and force him. You would have a scout at a forward position, ready to follow up on the roamer damage, and you would have your demo somewhere, you know, watching his traps, and you would have your pocket contributing to the spam, basically. And, you know, that's pretty much it. It's going to be like that for every passive hold. You want to, 1, get your medic out alive, 2, get the enemy ubers out, make them force their uber, and 3, don't bleed more than 1 or 2 players. And that's a perfect passive hold. And then that's the leapfrogging concept back at it again. It's just going to keep going like that back and forth. That's basically what competitive TF2 is. It's just like that kind of holding and back and forth stuff. So last example, let's say they have uber, we don't. We're holding mid, they're holding their second, but they're going to push onto us. We're probably going to have our medic either stand back here ready to get out, or even in valley at a back position. I see most people do it here though, it's probably best. You have your roamer at a forward position, probably up here ready to just get the uber out. Have a scout on point or close to it ready to follow up on damage. Have your demo back here in a safe position watching traps, pocket contributing to spam, and medic gets out alive, and that's basically it. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. If anything did not make sense, just tell me in the comments. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, also tell me. And yeah, that's really all I got. And another thing, and these videos are still fun to make, and I'm going to continue to make them, but what's going to be sometimes quicker and easier for me, and probably more helpful for some people, is I've been doing demo reviews for some people and a team just last season, and it's a way that I can still help people with competitive TF2 and you know, do what I like, which is, I guess, helping people. But if you guys would like to send in your STVs or your POVs, whatever, I will be glad to watch them. I can upload them publicly, or I can just make them private, which is pretty much what I've been doing. I have probably 10 private videos of just me reviewing demos. So if you guys would like that, please let me know. I can upload it publicly or privately. So that's really all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I encourage you to send in your STVs, and yeah, see you guys later.